Hi, I'm Holly Homer. I'm here with Ashley Buffa from Freedom Moms, and I am asking her I don't know, it's like the question all of us have asked at probably 100 times, maybe 1,000 times this week, is how do I get my kids to do chores without being that nagging mom that I never wanted to turn into? Ashley, you have the answer.
I do. It's not a simple answer, but it's totally possible. So one of the ways that I feel you can be 100% successful is, mom, if you set the tone. Now, in order to set the tone, first of all, you have to decide and determine that it's actually possible. You have to say, okay.
And we're just going to take your word for it, a mom of 10 children,
Mom of 10,
that it is possible.
it's possible. And let me tell you, these are not 10 perfect angels. Okay. I have a range of children. I have some that are extra spunky and some that are, nice and, helpful just naturally, but it's all of the different personalities thrown into one household. So the first thing that you have to do though, mom, is determine in your head and in your heart, this is possible. And you can use me as your example. I like to say in my program, in the Smart Kids Chore System, if one woman can do it, I can do it too. So if that's kind of like your mantra, if Ashley can do it, then I can do it too. So you have to make up your mind that this is possible.
And let me just say, if you have less than 10 children, it should be easier for you than for Ashley. I'm just going to throw that in there.
Funny, some people who just want to dismiss the fact that you can have your children doing chores, they like to say, well, of course you can do it. You have 10 kids. That makes it easier. It doesn't actually make it easier. But that's not a logical statement.
It's just a justification for not making changes.
Exactly. And, everybody has to be at the point where they are actually ready to dig in and make it happen. So those moms just aren't there yet, and that is okay. But if you're watching this, I'm hoping that you are at that point where you're ready to make that change. So it's really important to believe that you actually can make that change, first of all. So the second thing that I like to do is really set the tone and the mood for my home, because I'm a leader in my home. My husband is too, but he's not here most of the time. He's working outside of the home. And so I'm the person that my children are looking to. So if they are looking at me and I am frowning and I have a mad look on my face and I'm walking around going, because I'm constantly seeing mess, right? Basically being a martyr. If I'm doing that, that's not someone that inspires others to follow them, right? So I have to have, a cheerful attitude, an optimistic, glasses half full attitude, right? And be like, okay, kids, we are gonna do this. Just be and sometimes it can startle your kids if they're not used to seeing you. And I mean, this was me. This was totally me, because I was the one that was going around constantly sighing and slamming my hand on the counter and saying, I can't believe this, So my kids were a little bit startled at first. I'm like, Mom, are you okay? What's going on? But sometimes it's kind of good to keep our kids guessing. So that's totally fine. The other thing that you need to do is set a hard time limit. The way that I introduce all of this is something really, honestly, it's magical. It's called the 5-minute family cleanup. Okay. So you gather all of your kids, however many or however few you have, into one room. You have a timer, an actual timer. It can be your phone or it can be a timer for the kitchen. You set it for 5 minutes and you're like, okay, kids, listen up. For 5 minutes, every person in this room, including me, we're going to give it our all. And we are going to get this room as clean as possible. 5 minutes is all I'm asking. If I see you slacking, you get 5 more minutes. So give it your all, give it 5 minutes. I'm turning this music on, put something upbeat on and fun. I'm turning this music on. In 5 minutes, whatever the state of the room is, we're done. We can walk away, but we're going to do this together. I'm doing it with you. Let's have a good attitude and let's see how clean we can get this room. You do it. You set the timer for 5 minutes. When the timer goes off, the music goes off, and you say, okay, kids, we can be done now. Now, one of two things will happen. One, the kids will be like, okay, bye. And they'll leave. About 50% of the time though, if the room is not totally clean, the kids will be like, oh wait, can we just have a few more minutes because it's not done yet? Or
and you're like, oh, no.
yes, no, I said 5 minutes. Or they'll be like, can we just finish the rest of the song?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. And that is something that actually never happened in my house. My kids just left. But I have found, because there's over 9,000 women have gone through my program, that about half the time the kids actually want to finish the job, which is amazing.
That is crazy. But I love the idea of, well, first of all, like we got to get over the chores because we got to do them. Like the madder you get at the dishwasher, the less likely it's just going to spontaneously empty itself. So it's just one of those things we got to get over ourselves so that then we can trick our children into doing the same thing, but it's going to be much healthier in the long run. But then you think about 5 minutes, like what are they going to do in that 5 minutes? Play a video game, you know, like wander around the house aimlessly. Like this at least gives them something to do together. Yeah. Punch a brother. Like, I don't know. I have 3 boys. That's what happens at my house. So I love this so much. And so like start right now with the 5-minute cleanup in your house. If you want more information about Ashley's program, that's going to be below this video because I mean, it starts there, but then if you don't want to be chasing them around all day with like assigned chores and stuff like that, she has an amazing system that she'll just lay out for you. Like it's kind of a magical thing. You don't even have to figure it out. So thanks so much, Ashley, for the tips. We really I can't even imagine how much better this is going to go at my house.
That's right. It's kind of magical.